The text came in while I was polishing my boots for the Veterans Gala. Dad, don't embarrass yourself tonight. Remember, you're a soldier, not a singer. I stared at the screen longer than I should have. I was 34 years old, married, decorated, and still, one sentence from him could shrink me back into the quiet kid who sang into a pillow at night so no one would hear. My wife, Sarah, was standing behind me, fixing her earrings. Everything okay? She asked. Yeah, I lied. Just Dad being Dad. But it wasn't just him. Lately, nothing felt okay. I used to sing to survive. During deployment, I'd hum under my breath in the bunk, soft enough not to wake the others. Songs kept me grounded when the explosions rattled the air and the faces of friends stopped coming back from patrol. Singing was the one place fear couldn't follow me. Sarah knew that. At least, I thought she did. She'd encouraged me at first, told me my voice was unexpected, that it felt honest. But over the last few months, she'd gone quiet whenever I mentioned music. Changed the subject. Smiled without warmth. And there were other things. Missed calls she brushed off. Her phone always face down. Late work dinners that somehow never included co-workers I'd met before. I told myself I was imagining it. Soldiers are trained to see threats everywhere. I didn't want to bring that home. Then Dad announced his joke. At dinner 2 weeks before the gala, he laughed loud enough for everyone to hear. I signed you up to sing at the Veterans Gala, he said, slapping the table. Figured the boys could use a good laugh. A soldier crooning like some pop star. The room went quiet. I felt heat crawl up my neck. Sarah laughed too. Not nervously. Not apologetically. She laughed like she agreed. That night, when I told her how humiliated I felt, she sighed. You're too sensitive. Your dad's just teasing. Besides, maybe he's right. It's not really you. Not me. I lay awake listening to her breathe, wondering when I'd stopped being the man she believed in. 2 days before the gala, her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. I didn't mean to look. I swear I didn't. But the name on the screen wasn't one I recognized. Mark, can't wait to hear you sing with him tomorrow. He still doesn't know, right? My chest tightened. I scrolled. There it was. Weeks of messages. Inside jokes. Complaints about me being emotionally heavy. About how Mark understood her better. About how my singing was cute but sad. And the worst line of all. Once he's embarrassed at the gala, it'll be easier to push him away. I sat on the edge of the bed, my hands shaking, the echoes of gunfire from another life roaring back in my ears. Betrayal hits differently when you've trusted someone with your life, and then with your heart. When she came out, towel wrapped around her hair, I didn't yell. I just asked, how long? She froze. 3 months, she whispered. It wasn't supposed to matter. Nothing ever is, until it is. At the gala, Dad introduced me with a grin. Let's see if a soldier can sing. I stepped onto the stage feeling hollow. Sarah wouldn't meet my eyes. Mark sat beside her. I almost walked off. But then I thought of the nights overseas. The men who never came home. The songs that kept me breathing. I sang. Not for them. Not for Dad. Not even for Sarah. For myself. My voice shook at first, then steadied. The room fell silent. Not awkward, not mocking. Just listening. When I finished, no one clapped right away. And then the applause came, slow and heavy, like understanding. Dad didn't smile. Sarah cried. Afterward, I told her it was over. Not angrily. Calmly. Some betrayals don't deserve shouting. She tried to explain. Said she felt lonely. Said she didn't think I'd need music more than her. I told her music never betrayed me. I don't sing to prove anything anymore. I sing because I survived. And sometimes, the loudest silence is the moment you finally choose yourself.